You know that from here until the season opener, it's all practice. How much, with the talent on your bench, how much do those guys push yourselves? Just how much of an interaction?
No, I mean there's not any. There's not any difference as far as when they get out here and in scrimmages. Those have all been pretty tight games. Whenever we've done that, we'll play more today than we have probably in any practice thus far. Almost treat it like we went hard yesterday. Almost treat it like the second of the back-to-back, and go hard again.
What did you see from practice yesterday, Coach?
It was good. I thought we've continued to try to add a little bit more structures as these guys get used to playing together, and I think that's been good. So hopefully we'll be able to build off that.
Brad, would it be a high level of difficulty to see how things work out with the opening game? You really haven't seen how everything pans out because Kylie's only played 2 preseason games. Would that be tough on the first game to kind of have to be testing type of thing?
I mean, at the end of the day, we want to play our very best that we can on next Tuesday. We want to be the very best we can after 82 games.
Yeah.
And so it's a long year. Whatever happens on Tuesday doesn't necessarily define you, but it does show you where you have to work to move forward. We're playing a really good team that presents a lot of challenges and a lot of issues, which I think is a really good thing because, again, we'll see where all we have to work, and we're going to be, as we go through our rotations and everything else, we're going to learn more about ourselves.
You said that this week really was about you guys, but at what point do you start looking into that first game and start specifically game planning for that first game?
We do that throughout the year. Not only will we use this week to work on actions or things that they'll do, but other teams as well. And then you get into specific game planning, depending on how many days you have, sometime in and around that first game. I mean, you don't. One of the things about the NBA is you better be able to adjust quickly because you only sometimes get 20 hours before you get ready to play. But there's no question we'll go over what we feel like is the most important to get ready. But they have a week too, and they're going to add stuff. They're going to do stuff different, and we just have to be on our toes and ready for that.
Last year were among the best defensive duos in the league. What's your concern level that kind of changing the way you guys play and going small towards your defense?
Well, we went small a lot. We just didn't start small a lot. And sometimes we did, and with mixed results. But no, I think anytime that you have your best defenders not on the floor, that can be very concerning. So, everybody else has to raise their level to that, or you have to get them on the floor. Yeah, I thought Tice had a really good year, and I think that, we've talked a lot about kind of the reintegrating of Gordon and Kyrie into the lineup and what they've both come off of injury-wise, but probably not enough talk about Tice. I think that he looked more comfortable yesterday than I think he has in any of the first 2 weeks. But, he didn't play hardly any 5-on-5, maybe just a couple minutes here or there prior to the season. And so we need him, if we're going to be at our very best, we need him available and be able to anchor our defense, roll to the rim, do a lot of the things that he brought to us last year. I was actually, I thought he would have played a bigger role in the playoffs, considering our lack of depth at the end of the season last year.
Do you have to ease in Daniel just because he's so early in his stage of his return?
Same stage as Hayward, so they're going at about the same pace. They're doing a lot in practice. Obviously, Gordon, had a setback with regard to his back, and I don't think that's going to be all that unusual when you come off a major injury and you get back going full steam again. There's, the rest of your body has to readjust to playing all the time. So with all those guys, we're trying to monitor that as closely as possible.
How much were Kyrie and Gordon able to go through yesterday?
They went through everything.
No other players with any kind of health issues?
Not that I've been told this morning, so that's good. Everybody was able to go through practice yesterday, and everybody's available today. Thanks.